Good afternoon, folks. My name is Alan Mindel, and I'm here on behalf of the HMTC board. And there was a question asked of us today, which is why a Holocaust center cares so deeply about what is going on in Ukraine. So please allow me to answer. You see, I am a child of two proud Holocaust survivors from Poland. After the horrors that they lived through, the 6 million of us that were killed, those of us that were tortured and maimed, we had only one thing we wanted the world to do. We told the world, you can never forget what the Nazis have done to us. And you can never have it happen again. Never forget, and never again. And so, I know a little something about mass graves. You see, my mother, in her home, on one night in 1939, it was her father and her brothers that were dragged out of their house, and in the middle of the night were murdered. And they were put with many other bodies, like so many thousands of other locations there are, mass graves throughout Europe of millions of Jews. And so, when I read about the mass graves in Bucha, in Irpin, in Izium, in Lyman, in Kashan, in Mariupol, I say to all of you, and I beg all of you to tell everyone else, never forget, never again. When we see civilians beaten, electrocuted, tortured, and in those mass graves, some of those executed with their hands still bound, we again must say, never forget, never again. When men and women, ages 83 to 4, are victims routinely of sexual assault, of genitalia mutilation. When people like the 52-year-old woman from Israel, who was held hostage in a shed for months, beaten and routinely raped, we say, never forget it, never again. And when there are at least 19,000 children taken to Russia, abducted, kidnapped, given new names, told they have a new birthday, taught to say and speak only Russian, not to dare utter a word of their home language, and to sing songs of Russian pride, we tell the world, never forget it, never again. We know what it is like to suffer atrocities, only to be accused by those evildoers of being the perpetrators. We will not stand for it. We will never forget it, and we will never let it happen again. We know what it's like when devils rewrite facts. We know what a war crime is, whether it happens in Bucha, Mariupol, Kibbutz Niraz, or Kibbutz Be'eri. And we know where the devil resides.